Who's actually going to get the most out of a 55-inch 4K interactive screen? Who can safely walk away? And does the price make sense for a regular office or classroom that just wants to make meetings or lessons a little smoother? If you've been staring at a blank wall trying to decide whether to upgrade your old projector or chalkboard, that hesitation is real, especially when the tech market throws a lot of buzzwords at you. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. In this review, I'm going to walk through what a day with the Promethean ActivPanel V10 Premium looks like, where the value really lives, and why you might want to keep scrolling if those specific needs don't match your situation. First off, let's talk about the typical environment where a device like this lives. In a modern office conference room, the team's used to pulling up a PDF on a laptop, tossing a USB stick around, and hoping the projector's lamp hasn't died halfway through the pitch. In a classroom, teachers still wrestle with whiteboard markers and trying to keep everyone's eyes on the same sheet of paper. The ActivPanel replaces both of those friction points with a single surface you can write on, swipe, and share instantly. The OS flexible claim means you can run Windows, Android, or even a Chrome-based system without being locked into a proprietary environment. In practice, that flexibility translates to being able to plug a Windows laptop into the HDMI port, open PowerPoint, annotate in real time, and have the changes show up for everyone without a separate software layer. For teachers who already use Google Classroom, you can just launch Chrome, pull up a lesson, and start drawing directly on the screen. The same goes for a sales team that needs to flip between a spreadsheet and a live demo. No extra adapters, no driver installations, just plug and play. Now, who should seriously consider buying this panel? If you run a mid-size corporate training room that hosts 10 to 20 people regularly, the 55-inch size hits the sweet spot. It's big enough for the back of the room to see details, yet not so massive that you need a dedicated AV crew. It's also a solid fit for high school science labs or art classes where students need to collaborate on diagrams or annotate videos. The custom-fit marketing line isn't just about the physical dimensions. It's about how the software can be tailored to your workflow. Promethean's ecosystem includes tools for lesson planning, assessment, and even remote sharing, which means a teacher can prep a lesson on a laptop at home, upload it, and have it ready to go on the panel without recreating anything. If you're a freelancer who does occasional client presentations and you already have a laptop you love, you'll get the most bang for your buck by using the panel as an oversized second monitor, especially when you need to sketch ideas on the fly. On the flip side, if you're a small startup that only meets in a coffee shop, or a home office that just needs a regular monitor, the ActivPanel is probably overkill. The price point sits in the premium range for interactive displays, and while the flexibility is nice, you won't see much return if you're only using it for static slides or occasional video calls. Also, the panel-only version means you'll still need a separate compute device to run the OS of your choice. That adds an extra cost and an extra piece of hardware to manage, which can be a hassle for someone who wants an all-in-one solution. In short, if your use case is, I need a big screen occasionally, you're better off looking at a regular 4K monitor with basic touch capability. Let's dig into the practical strengths that show up once you start using the panel day in and day out. The most immediate benefit is the zero latency touch response. When you write a formula in a math class or annotate a sales chart, there's no noticeable lag, which keeps the flow natural. The 4K resolution also means that fine details like a high-resolution map or a detailed engineering drawing stay crisp even when you zoom in. Because the screen is a true interactive surface, you can use a stylus or even just your finger, and the software automatically distinguishes between a drawing gesture and a navigation swipe. That reduces accidental page flips that you often see on cheaper touch displays. Another hidden advantage is the power-up presentations angle. The panel's built-in speakers are modest but sufficient for small rooms, and the built-in USB-C power delivery lets you charge a laptop while you're presenting, eliminating the need for a separate power strip on the floor. Every product has trade-offs, and this one is no exception. The first practical weakness you'll notice is the learning curve for the built-in software suite. While the OS flexibility lets you run any OS, the native Promethean tools have their own interface that can feel clunky at first. Teachers who are used to simple whiteboard apps may spend a few sessions figuring out how.